Cap and divisional round preview. I'm here with Levon, Brina, and we've got the game on right now. Falcons are up 20-7 on the Cowboys. Who did you guys have in this game, Levon? Who did you like going into this one?
Um, uh, this is gonna sound stupid because it's 20-7, but I was saying earlier I picked Jason at like 10-7, and I'm gonna stick with that answer. Obviously now, Jason's looking good. Jason's looking really good.
Yeah.
What were we saying right before we started this pod? Like a snub from the last episode.
Yep.
We talked about
Uh,
scariest offensive and defensive players.
yeah. J.K. Dobbins is that dude. He's that dude. He should have definitely been mentioned, especially with that performance as I believe week 18 and then first round of playoffs. Whew.
And the crazy part about this game with Jason is he kind of struggled at first, but then he's just pulling away from Dan right now. If you would ask, I mean, we were messaging about the game before it started and before it aired. I know I picked against Jason last week, but he was my favorite coming into this game. I think he's just a disciplined player, can kind of plays within himself.
Yeah, you guys both picked against Jason, by the way. You guys both took the Commanders. I was the one who took Jason.
Yeah,
You guys want to go over that? So we
I
all
think we
picked the
should.
Cowboys. What's up?
Yeah, I said we should.
Yeah, we all picked the Cowboys. I picked the Falcons. You two picked the Commanders. Then Will and I took Lions. Brina, you took the Cards. So you took a dub on that one. And then we all took the Pats. We all took the Texans. So we all got
Ouch.
fucking bamboozled there. And then I took the Jets, and you guys took the Chargers. So I went up to make the score. Will and I are 3-3, and Brina is 4-2.
Wow, impressive, Brina. Nice.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, Brina took the lead with a card selection. And wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
I know we picked a lot on the same,
Oh yeah, it does make sense. Yeah.
so it makes sense that I'm one game ahead of you because I picked a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's mostly the Cardinals game. Derek pulling out that win for you, but we can count this game. I feel like we can still count this game for game picks because I can be honest. I would have taken Dan. I played Dan head to head earlier today. He fucking smoked my ass, and he's
Yeah.
just had
yeah,
a great season. So I'm fine with sticking with the Cowboys. They may even come back in this game.
Yeah, possibly. And I'm genuine about Jason because it's historic when he beats me, he blows me out, and I that happened to me this year. So I have a lot of respect for Jason going in. And I'm pretty sure when we talk about Dolan's game, when we pick Dolan out of respect ourselves, because every time we play Dolan, it's a grind.
That is so true, man. But
Great,
I
Pat.
mean,
I know we're a little quiet right now, but this is actually it's 20-7, but this game has a lot of great plays in it.
yeah. The Cowboys are picking up steam for sure. Huge stop, and then now they're driving early in the second half. We who's RK playing again? Bring no, not
our
bring
Hank.
RK plays Hank,
Hank. That's right. That's right.
so it's Battle of the
Ooh.
Buds all across the board.
Oh, touchdown, Dan!
Let's
All
go.
right.
There's
Right
technically
back in
still
it.
time, man.
Oh, there's tons of time.
I
It's
know.
4 minutes left in the third quarter. He's about to be down by 6.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes these leads can be so misleading, though, when you're the person in the front and you're like, man, I got a 3 possession lead in the third quarter. That sounds like a lot. And then you get hit with a strike play, and then, like, oop, that cushion's kind of running slow.
Yeah, that's why you just can't play not to lose against a
Yeah.
guy like Rodgers. You need
Yeah.
to stay aggressive on offense. But we got a lot of games to talk about from yesterday. Yesterday was a fucking awesome day in all Madden, just with all the playoff games going down. Like that, has that ever happened before? That was incredible.
Did literally all games get played in one day?
Yes.
Hey, hats off to the league. Like, hats off to the playoff teams. Like, that is some coordinated work, boys. Good job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we love
awesome.
to see that. That just shows that everybody's so excited, engaged in the league, and it's really exciting times in the All Madden League. All right, let's let's pick these games real fast. So
Okay.
Falcons, Cowboys. Will, I think you're the only one taking Cowboys. And 6 point game, you might still be right.
Yeah.
Brina and I are going to Falcons. Um, Cardinals versus Bears. Ooh. What are we thinking here? This is an intriguing game. Cards are
I'll go.
coming off on a
I'll go first just
greedy,
because they're my
greedy
boys.
win.
Yeah, the guy's
Yeah,
kind of
you
yeah.
are your boys.
Exactly. Derek is exactly who we've been saying he is, or mainly who I've been saying he is. That he's not exactly a good team, but when he gets hot, his points just come in clumps. And if you're in the bad side of being that team when he gets hot, because even that game against Edge, he was behind for most of the game, and then it was just like, "Oops, here's 30 points." But it's kind of like that relationship with me and Phil. Even though one team might be playing better, I like Adam's still the top in this relationship. And I think the Bears, oh, dude, what a play.
Oh, he didn't catch it. I thought he would.
And I think Adam still makes Derek bite the pillow in this specific game. I think the Bears walk away with this one. I think it's a big turnover at the end. I think it's something where you hear Derek go, "Fuck."
All
I
right,
think it's kind
well,
of those games.
So do you think it'll be close? Do you think it'll be a close win for Adam, or
I think it'll be like 45 to 28 kind of game where it's close in the first two quarters and then
then
and then
one
it
pulls away, or
one
Adam pulls away.
pulls away off a critical mistake and he kind of just folds after that.
I mean, I could totally see that happening.
Yeah.
We're talking about Bears with Sam Howell too. Will, what do you think?
it's a weird one seed, right? With Sam Howell at quarterback, like you don't really know how to judge it, but we've talked about the Bears roster before and how sick that defense is. I think this is a chance for Adam to kind of make a statement as the best team in the NFC. Like Derek, he got in because he won the weakest division. He won a playoff game against Edge at home. That's good. But now it's like, all right, now you're playing the one seed in the NFC. I think Adam's going to take care of business and win this game.
Damn,
Real
I
quick,
hate to
it's
do this. I hate
real
to
quick
do this
though.
because I love Derek.
It's like they both have to prove they're both proving
Oh
their
my
worth
God,
right now.
Rogers thought.
No,
Wow.
Jason.
Waddle.
No, change the number.
Yeah, 14 does look weird.
I don't
Damn,
like this
just
game.
like that. Just like that, Jason was in control and
Ugh.
insane. All right, so it sounds like we're all taking the Bears. You know, it's hard to pick against the one seed, right? Derek, there's no hate,
Mhm.
buddy. We love you. We love the cards. We love the story they've been this season so far. Um,
Trey Lance does not get enough credit on being these up and coming young quarterbacks. Once Trey Lance got to the Cardinals, he started slinging touchdowns.
I mean, he was shopping him after the game last night. It sounded like he was
He
like ready to
shops him
move on from
after
him.
he shops him
I
after
know.
every game.
I want to see him commit. I want to see him commit to
That
Trey
is
Lance.
Derek committing. That is him committing.
oh,
Derek
Derek's
Lance.
so bad at video games, man.
He's better than you, Scott.
At least Madden.
No, we love
Okay.
Derek, man. I think you know this. We say this about Stevie a lot. You know, when we talk to him, we're like, "Hey, man, this is the worst your team's ever gonna be, and you already accomplished. You already reached the playoffs. You know, you're already competing." So, I can say the same thing for the Cards. You know, Trey Lance is gonna get upgrades. He's gonna get only better. His team's gonna get better. Um, but I do think the Bears take care of business here. All right, let's move on to the AFC side. We'll just do these pick'ems real fast, and then we'll go the recap last week's games. All right, Steelers versus Broncos. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say because I think what I'm about to say is going to be a hot take.
Damn. Yeah, I think this is the hardest game to pick. If you got a hot take, I don't want to step
Yeah,
on
if you
your
have a
corner.
hot
I want to
take,
hear
yeah.
you first. Yeah.
All right,
Go ahead.
I think
You
Steelers
put
about
the
to
fire on me.
dominate.
Tell me
I'll
more.
be honest. We all know, you know, RK's Hank's dad, especially from last year's division rivalry they had. Was there a rivalry? I don't know. But you know, they were there together, I guess. Damn, the band's just taking over right now. But what I was gonna say is I just
Stop the
watched
play action.
Broncos and Broncos and Texans play. I was just not impressed with the Broncos. Not at all. You know, Texans almost kind of like lost that game. You know, they had a couple of bad breaks and bad breaks early, and then a couple of bad decisions second half, and Broncos were just surviving. They were playing a little scared at the end, missing field goals. Just did not look convincing to me. So I think one seed Steelers juggernauts in the AFC. Just hard to say this is gonna be a close game to me.
Can
What do
you
you?
not envision the Steelers losing? Is it like that guaranteed in your head?
I said it's gonna be a hot take, and this might be
No, no,
like
I'm asking you how
life.
confident in you in that
No,
take. Is
yeah,
it
I think
something
I
you're
think I
thinking of,
think this
or
is gonna be like 3, maybe more Herbert turnovers to Hank just absolutely just dominating time of possession and just putting up points. It might be 25 to like 9 or 28 to 9, something like that.
hey, I don't think me or Will are gonna hate that take.
I mean, no, I don't know about that. I definitely don't hate the take, and I feel like if this game was played 10 times, same circumstances, I think a few of them would go that way because Hank has been better this season. I have no reason to doubt that, but I feel like after the game last night between Alex and RK, I was catching up on messages like when I woke up this morning. RK was kind of like defending his corner a little bit. He was like, "Yeah, like I've won like 6 of my last 7 games." Like he was kind of I think he was talking like people have been sleeping on him a little bit this season. People definitely have because he's
I
kind of
called
been,
them one of the hottest teams in the league.
yeah, no, that
He
people
just
have given
doesn't
them
listen to the
credit
He's
for
just
fans.
sure.
putting his own chip on his shoulder. That's how it's that dog mentality.
Well,
Oh
I'm
my
buying it,
god.
so I'm taking the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to win.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
What
I
you
think
got a score prediction or like what kind of win we're talking here? Gritty,
Well,
close, blowout.
no, I think it'll definitely be close. I think Hank has played so many games where it's just like a less than 3 point game in the 20s. I feel like he had that
Ooh.
game against you. He had that game against Stevie. Um, actually, against you, it kind of got a little bit higher scoring, but
Yeah, he was we both scored like more than 40, I think. I think he scored
yeah.
50, I scored 40, something like that.
So we got Scott saying Broncos 32, Steelers 21.
I don't think
I think
Steelers
it'd be a one
break
possession
20.
game. What?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Brina?
I don't think Steelers break 20 points. I think they stay in the teens.
That's interesting. I was gonna say totally vice versa. I was like, I can't remember last time Broncos scored 30.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
when they
not
play
talking
me.
about real time Broncos. Just kidding. No, he has definitely scored 30, but he has not been that offensive juggernaut that we all have envisioned Arcade being. Like he's had a lot of low scoring games, especially middle of the season. Obviously picked up at
Yeah.
the end, but again, even playing the playoff games, he had like he had a bunch of interceptions. He was taking field goals. He could, rarely move the ball confidently, and that's such a opposite of what I'm seeing from Hank. Hank's just so he beat me with Jacoby Brissett, 5
So
touchdowns.
methodical.
Like yeah, he's just like
So machine like.
there's not a lot of weaknesses to his game right now. So that's why I think this is gonna be more of a lot of time possession from Hank and just not a lot of opportunities for Broncos. All right, so
Dang
it
it.
looks like
Has Hank ever beaten RK in the playoffs? Have they ever played, and has he ever beaten them? I would lean
Yeah.
no on that.
no,
Yes.
no, I
In
don't think so.
before you guys
Oh, okay.
when he was the Patriots.
Okay, well,
But I didn't really give my reason or my pick yet. But yeah, I got the Broncos too. I think there's something about RK's defense that's going to overwhelm Brissett. If Hank's not prepared to deal with man blitz almost every play, it's overwhelming. And I'm not calling it cheese or nothing like that. But if you go into the game expecting to just run your offense and expect man defense to adjust to whatever you're running, you're gonna have a bad time. Like I hope
that's
Hank
not a
is
big
doing this.
man. I
Huh?
play a lot of men against Hank, and he did not have an issue. I mean, I also did not have good defensive
Yeah, your defense
performance
is
of
also
this
not
shit at
RK's
all.
defense. Like RK has the guys to
Yeah, that's true.
play
That's
you
true.
1-on-1 and rush the passer.
Yeah, especially when you play man to man, you gotta kind of like
You got to let
depend
your
on your
guys win.
guys
Your
in the
guys got to
back.
win.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You guys got to win their matchup. So I like I like RK's roster a little more. I like the quarterback a little more. And personally, I'd really like to see RK in the AFC Championship. I want a rematch.
I would too. I want to see
Yeah.
RK there too. I'm picking him because I also want to see him there. Because if I do manage to get through the Chargers, I'd rather play him than
Yeah,
Hank.
Brian, don't lie though. You don't want to see him.
Okay.
Brian has accepted his fate for tonight. I think he knows
Yeah.
what's about to happen.
Oh my!
Oh, I could say the same.
Okay, all right. So Levon and Will are taking the Steelers. Brian's taking the
No,
Broncos.
I'm taking the Broncos. I'm taking the
Yeah,
Broncos.
Oh,
RK
like
and I both talked about the Broncos for like 5 minutes.
You called me RK, but yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Well.
So I'm the only one taking Steelers. You guys both taking Broncos. Interesting. So you guys, neither of you guys took Alex versus the Broncos. Sorry, vice versa. You guys took Broncos versus Alex, but you guys are both taking the Broncos versus Hank.
I think
Yeah.
more.
There's
I
something
think
to
that,
beating Alex, right? There's something to
yeah, we
beating
think more
Alex.
highly of Alex than we do Hank as just in terms of a competition.
All right. Well, Pats and Chargers. I'm taking Pats because I already
Dan.
think Brian is. Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I like this.
Dan's got to put some air under these balls. He's just throwing lasers.
Old man balls.
It's because I'm telling you, Dan, man.
He's getting bad
Hopefully,
habits. Like
listen to
Levon
this and
said.
take our advice. Don't get into these bad habits of just depending so much on just his ability to get the ball there so fast. I feel
Ooh,
like
I
that's
love
all.
that
I feel like
Jason
that's all
has
he's
QB
doing
rap.
right now. Just bullet pass, bullet pass. This
Run
game is
QB
so
rap.
much more.
It's QB rap. Hold on, guys. This is the greatest play in the game. Oh, you ran. There was the
I
outside,
know he
Jason.
did have outside. Damn, Danny Dimes
We need
only
a fumble
5.
there.
Danny Dimes don't fumble, bro. Just kidding. I know. He hesitated inside. Okay, I was gonna like I was saying. Sounds like Chargers are taking accepting their defeat already. Are you picking Pats, Brina, or?
Is that how usually you handled your talk with Will before you guys had your division matchup?
Don't try to deflect it on me, bro. I'm trying to give you.
Hell no, I'm picking Chargers all the
I'm throwing
way.
up alley oops over here to show me some confidence in yourself.
No, of course I'm going the Chargers.
All right, so Levon and Will taking Pats, Chargers taking Brina. Can you confirm or deny?
Chargers are taking Brina.
Damn. Okay, good stop, Dan.
This is a tough field goal,
60?
60-yarder.
Oh, there's. Do you
This is a huge sack.
do you
actually,
guys have
I hate that
what you
play
would
action
call
call
a good
there.
kicker, like a kicker that you trust?
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely.
I mean, I don't really trust him, but yeah, he's good. I have Harrison Butker, like he's pretty good, but
Oh, he's a real
missed
kicker.
that field goal against Timmy to
Ooh.
lose the game.
Benny Lava's saying he would punt this. Oh,
Oh,
8 mile per hour.
8
wind.
mile per hour. You take that kick.
Yeah, this is like a 51-yarder.
Oh, he's
Oh, he
missing
missed it.
I don't know.
Oh no, he's gone.
He missed it.
Oh,
Come on.
You gotta
he's at
get
the
some
50-yard line. You need one first down to be in field goal. Oh well, he's got the wind in his face now.
Okay.
Mm.
He needs maybe 2 first
Do you
downs.
play one aggressive drive on defense and
I
then
don't like
just let him
pressing
score?
here.
No.
Oh.
Like you go for
Oh.
one series. If you can't stop him in one series.
Dan's smart enough to know not to run it into the end zone for a touchdown. I think he would go down. Is that what you're saying? Like if he
Yeah.
gives up a first down, then just give up a touchdown? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like come on, a field goal block is the way you're saying.
Or just
Yeah, I
like
think
run
there's too
just
much
run
room for that.
run commit on a pass play or something.
You can get that in the
Oh.
regular season when
Oh.
people want
Took,
stats.
just
Sit
took
down.
2 years off that dude's life. For those of you that aren't watching the game right now, Jason's linebacker just fucking put somebody to sleep.
Yeah, Dan is down by 2 right now. He's got the ball at the 44-yard line driving with a minute left.
Damn, 23-21. Clock ticking, tick, 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 tick. Bubble screen, little
Uh-oh.
bitch play.
Nice. Oh,
Tick,
Okay.
tick, 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 tick.
took
tick.
him a while to get
Interesting.
moving there.
Jason,
don't call
timeout. No.
I don't know. I'm calling a timeout there.
No, put pressure on the offense.
Yeah, force Dan to use a timeout because he's not in field goal range.
When you take a timeout there, you're anticipating you're going to let him score. That's what you're telling me as a defense.
I don't think
Zig,
Dan's gonna
zig,
make
Oh,
zig.
he's all over it.
No!
Oh my God!
Let's
Oh,
go!
there we
What a
go.
throw! And he
There we
goes
go.
down.
You proved it. You called it, Will. He's smart enough not to take that score there.
Let's go, Dan. Huge brain move.
I feel gross. Ugh.
A
Damn.
fucking
Come
throw.
on, Jason. You played so well. He got cocky early, I feel like. He thought he had game wrapped up before he had it wrapped up.
Yeah, game plan got slow for him.
Hey, if there's one guy that might fat finger this, it's our boy Dan.
Let's fuck it
sadly.
up, Dan. Fuck it up, Dan.
I don't know,
Alright.
man.
LB,
This is,
LB.
this is
Pray
like
for
a
the
10-yard field goal.
Jason. Save those timeouts. Save one to ice the kicker. If you don't save one to ice the kicker, I'm booting you.
Yeah, you got to ice the kicker here.
Don't you do it, Jason? Don't you call that timeout?
All right, there we go. Let's see.
You know what? I'm feeling blocked kick here. Block kick for a return 6.
I would love to see that. I really wanted to see Jason win here. Oh, man. I'm actually happy for Dan, too. This is, again, we never know how long he has Aaron
It's like
Rodgers left.
it's like his significant other it's like someone he loves has cancer and he's just enjoying all the time he
Yeah.
has with them till they
He's
till they're
almost
gone.
He's trying to let him
I just-
enjoy.
Everyone in your life is healthy for forever, Dan.
Oh, my God. This is such an easy field goal.
No, he's gonna fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Look, Jason's the pass rusher on the left side.
He's
So
Ojemudia.
though? No, yeah, it's pretty hard to fuck.
Let's go,
Fuck.
Dan.
Damn.
Damn, you guys were victory lapping that pick.
I know. Damn, bro. We talking about 20
Bad.
to 7 lead. And he lost 24-23.
All right. So now it'll be Cowboys versus winner of Bears Cardinals.
Well, let me upgrade these standings. I'm 3-4, and you guys are both 4-3. Damn.
Hey Levon, quick question. What's on that whiteboard? Is that a personal whiteboard or like a work whiteboard?
He's got like his Madden shit on there. He's got all his players, like how much XP they have left, like how
That'd be
much
pretty sick.
till their next upgrade. That's what he does.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
yeah. I'm tracking who's got how much XP left till the next upgrade, so I know who to put in focus training and stuff like that. And I usually have my season and my game circled and like wins and losses and total record, and then usually have a little bug. I race most shit. Season's over now for me, so usually in a game I have if I have any devs or game scenarios or whatever, I write down so I don't forget.
It's pretty sick.
You know, just trying to be like, just trying to be a good coach.
Definitely not like Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah, not like him.
All right. So now are we
Let's talk about
backtracking?
Well, hold on. Let's because we just picked our game. Can we just talk about our game a little bit that we're playing right after this?
Yeah.
You guys
so-
want to talk about your own teams? Come on, man. People
No,
get
Yeah,
hold
so
on, I just-
for those in the chat, make sure
I just
to
feel like
No,
this
I'm
is
just
this
kidding.
is
I'm
something.
just kidding.
This is something you would definitely like see in real life. Like you'd see the Chargers, they're at home in LA in their dome. They have a nice little game. They're running their read option, their QB powers, and they win. They win in a track meet. Now they got to go to cold Foxborough and play one of the best defenses in the league.
hold
Malik
up, Coach.
Willis.
Where
I
have we put out the message that we are a delicate team? Watch our best games and show me what is soft and what is LA Dome about us. We're a fucking hard nosed, run down your mouth football team, man.
I think Soft was the AFC West champion in the last week of the season, putting up 3 points.
Hey, that was soft as fuck. But what do you do? What do you do after you get your ass beat? You get back up and you knock the fuck out of a Swede.
You did. You fucking put on a show yesterday. Dude. You had that one on the big screen. That was
Yeah.
incredible.
Let's talk about some of these before we start reviewing new games. We got to cover all the games first. We're kind of all over the place because we had a live game going on. So
Yeah.
we're gonna start off with the Pats versus Bills first.
You don't want to
Hey,
go in
Bill.
order of like the games that were like how they were played?
I was just gonna go over.
Okay,
bracket.
cool.
You guys, I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter.
And
Pats
I
and
caught
Bills.
most of the games.
Let's start off with Pats and Bills. We'll do the AFC side first. All right, talk to me, guys. Well, I mean, obviously a very defensive game. What happened? No
Can I
touchdowns
give-
thrown. No touchdowns rushed. It was just a bunch of field goals. Was there a defensive touchdown?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one defensive touchdown on the first drive. It was one of those hit the quarterback, D line picks it off. Preston Smith, my outside linebacker, and just walked 5 yards into the end zone.
Damn.
Cool. So you played the game, Will. I watched the
Yep.
game. Can I give my interpretation of it, and then you just agree,
Please.
disagree, kind of thing?
Please.
And I don't know if it's a Timmy specific thing or it's a couple times now where you come into these games where you feel like, not you are the favorite, and the pass rush of the opponent or something causes you to misfire on offense, and nothing's kind of working for you. And you said it yourself. This defense has been carrying you through all your rough patches. Like your defense was the literal only touchdown of the game. You don't want to call it luck or whatever, but I think Levon will agree. We've all kind of agreed. It's kind of a travesty that Timmy was a wild card team just because I don't think he was his team could represent the AFC at its fullest potential. You had a really rough game on offense. Your defense is fucking elite. It got you points. And your offense was, although not great, was efficient enough to get you field goals to win it by like 9. So it was like nothing special. You're just a better player that game.
No, he won by 7. That
7?
defensive touchdown was the only
The 7?
difference between
Okay.
how much point they scored. Yeah, they both scored 9 points, 3 field goals each. So, yeah, I'm interested to hear this too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. It's cool. It's cool. I think this is very relatable for a lot of people in the league. It's just you get in those games where you feel like you're just not seeing anything.
Mhm.
The whole game. Like I'm the kind of guy where if it's on, it's on. The offense, it's like I can see the whole field. It's like that fucking movie Limitless. As soon as he takes the pill, like the filter on the camera just changes, and he's like, "Oh, I can see everything now." Like there are some games where it's like that. There are other
Yes,
games
your Matrix.
like against Timmy, you just can't see anything. Yeah, it's my own version of the Matrix, exactly. So and that was just a game where I don't have it, and it's not. And Timmy plays good defense. That has never gone away. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we've always known that. He hasn't been great this season because his offense has been dog shit, but he can always play defense.
Yeah. Like his cover 3 is still there. Kenny Clark is still there. It just shows how fucking bad Ryan Tannehill is.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was Timmy, I would pay someone to come over and just play offense for me and just stay on the headset. He'd never not. Whoa. Combined
I don't know
ultimate
about, actually,
Swedish
I don't know
powers.
about. All right, speaking of joke and terrible offense, talk to us, Brina. Well, before you talk to us, actually, I think
Let's flip it. Why don't you guys talk about it? And I'll kind of.
Will and I were talking about actually a little bit before. We were like, as the game was going on, we were like, holy shit, Brina is fucking dialed in. He's like
Yeah.
fucking locked in like this is the most locked I've ever seen Brina in a while. So
I was like,
and then it translated on a score sheet, right? I mean, came out, scored what, 21? No, more than that, like 24 unanswered just before he even gave up a score, and then there's some garbage time touchdown at the end. But yo, what changed? What clicked? This is the first time we've seen Chargers go off so hard on somebody.
Well, you want to talk first, Will, or should I?
Yeah. No, I'll tell you what I saw too. So
Okay.
you can just react to everything that we saw because every offensive play call was calculated, right? You were dialed on offense; it was calculated. And on defense, we've got our AFC East chat going, me and the Swedes, and so we were talking about your game, and Christian was like, "It's like fucking Brian knew every single play call that Joakim had on offense. Like he saw every single thing coming. You were just as dialed on defense. Like every time he needed a big play, you know what he was going to, and you just shut it down."
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've been saying this. I'll take that matchup. I've been playing this dude for a long time, and we've said about him. He has the same 5 plays. He exclusive. I mean, I'm not gonna put out everything, but he's readable. And if you kind of spend some time, you'll. What do you want me to just say it?
No. I'm
Nah.
laughing at that, but I'm also laughing at Scott in the chat.
Uh,
Chat. He goes fake jet power every play is super calculated. You right?
yeah, it's hard. It's fucking dope when Superman's
Oh,
running it though. But no,
Scott is
and then
funny.
like I had some lucky
It-
breaks. First play of the game is a fumble on the
Mm.
kickoff return from a player that rarely returns kickoffs. Um,
I'll
his quarterback had some bad throws. His offensive line couldn't protect worth a shit. It was a game where nothing worked for him, and he played an opponent that has a lot of experience in winning against them. And the harder he pushed, the harder he tried, the less it worked out for him.
Yeah, we'll probably will attest to this, but fumbling on a first kickoff for a touchdown is a heartbreaker. Absolute fucking the morale. He fucking destroys you before the game's even started. So
Dude,
uh,
broader point there. Like receiving the kickoff is horrible. It's
I
so
know
much pressure, dude.
it is.
Anything less than
Yeah.
like a touchdown, and you're just like,
Why?
fuck this up.
Yeah, the punt on a first drive, dude, is literally the fucking worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a
Except for
deep pick.
Broncos.
Yeah. All right. And then kind of touched on Alex and our case game earlier. I was not really impressed with this win, unfortunately. I want to root for AFC West guys. I really do, because at least I can say, oh, I lost to the best guys. That's the reason I didn't make into, because all these guys are so good. But that game was just so so
It was like
same thing. Same thing kind of happened to Alex. Alex did not play good at all. He made some questionable decisions, but then same thing. Fumble six on like the second drive. When he just had an interception, I believe.
we didn't see the best from either team, not even for a little bit.
No,
It was an ugly game all across the board.
he was an ugly game. They were both throwing interceptions.
Alex
Four
was going
total
for it on
interceptions.
fourth down on his own side.
Yes, he came out in the chat and said, I think he commented earlier too. It
Get out of
totally out of
character.
character. Yeah, he said earlier. What did he say? Damn, we have so many comments, I lost it. But we'll see, man. I think that's the reason I'm picking against Broncos here. Now, what I'm afraid of is Hank. You think this? I don't know. How you guys feel about buys in playoffs? You guys like it? Don't like it?
Oh, I love it. That means you're the best. And like you should be practicing, you should be dialed, you should be playing some head-to-head games.
I'm so glad I'm playing
Ooh.
Brian coming off a playoff win and not coming off of a bye right now. Like I feel so
Ex-
much better.
That's what I'm
Yeah, it's not
saying.
real, huh? It's not like real football where you gotta rest.
Yeah, it's not like real football where you just all have extra in a week to
Oh,
rest your body.
my knees feel great for this game.
Yeah, it's not that. He's just you haven't played against anybody in a league in on these settings, which is hard to, it's hard to like kind of like simulate these kind of games in head-to-head games, even against another league member. So
Man, I still don't understand how Hank went 15-2.
he's good.
He is good.
He's
He
good.
stole some games that he could have lost. Like he's
That's true,
probably
yeah,
more
and
like a
that-
13-win team, and he got the breaks this season. Could
Yeah.
regress back next year.
I mean, yeah, that's a cool thing about AFC. As much as it sucks to watch, especially for me to leave some of the good players out of the fucking playoffs, you're gonna see some of these teams flip. Like you can't top 15-2 too much next season, right? Like
Yeah.
what, it's 16-1, 17-0 in this division. That's not gonna be that's gonna be really hard to achieve. So, all right, cool. Let's move on. NFC side, I guess. Start with a heartbreaker, right? We all kind of saw it coming. It's like I like your cancer analogy. He was in the hospital. We all knew you all knew he was about to get taken out. But Stevie and Cowboys, Dan. Although really
Great
good
game.
defensive play.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good defensive game from Stevie. He's just the offense it's not clicking, not yet.
Hey, what was the coach for the Cardinals at the time that went, "We are who they thought they were"?
I know
I
who you're
forget that
talking
guy's
about. I don't know
name.
his name.
Is
Yeah.
that Dennis? No, whatever. But yeah, man, like it's the inconsistency from him. Um, and I talk harder about my friends, and you speak more critically about the
Pause.
people you're closest with. But like, man, like when he needed a good drive, it's kind of like he just defaulted to DK, and sometimes it worked, and sometimes it didn't. And you got to be more than that. Even if you don't
Mhm.
trust Fields, like, or you got to play to protect yourself. And I mean, it was kind of an ugly game for both offenses, but when he
Yeah.
needed points, he just didn't get them. It was just,
Yeah. I mean, talk about odd, stat sheet, right? We have Dallas coming out with a win. They have 5 interceptions thrown, so 2 more turnovers than Panthers, right? Dallas only rushed for 93 yards versus Panthers 123 yards. So ground game was better for Carolina, but somehow Dallas comes out with 18, almost 19 minutes
time of possession.
possession versus Panthers 9 minutes, almost 10 extra minutes. So clock management, you got. I feel like you got to do a little better there, and then obviously you got to capitalize on those turnovers, man. 5 picks, only 14 points. He said something about this too. So
Yeah, like man, like if you're not clicking on offense during these playoff games, like there's nothing wrong with a punt, but these drives got to take some time off the clock. Like you cannot fall behind 2 possession, 3 possessions just because you're the real life Broncos. Like Stevie had so many opportunities to control the pace of this game, and it just got away from him. Like, and this, there's no embarrassing stats. There's no critical breakdown play. It's just like all across the board, it just wasn't enough.
It was a little bit too much of the 3 or 5 step drop and press X
Yeah.
and
yep.
see if DK can make a play. Would either of you guys blame Stevie if he traded DK Metcalf for a war chest and tried to have like a more balanced offense? I feel like his offense is just so broken right now. Not on board.
No,
I feel
no,
like the move is trading Fields.
no, absolutely not. I disagree
If
with that.
Oh yeah, I mean the team is like, yeah, maybe don't trade anything. The issue is like the Broncos. The issue is the offense. Like you need to figure out how to play within yourself, and like you need to be more than drop back, look for the big play, scramble, throw away, or just throw a pick.
But it
Like
is so tempting to want to throw it to DK and just give him a shot because it does pay off sometimes. But I mean, Dan had the SWAT working yesterday.
yeah,
Like he was just
Mhm.
shutting it down, and then Stevie had no counterpunch.
yeah. Especially in the first season of this new generation, Fields is not hyper developed. DK is not a 99 yet. You don't have a developed, partner for DK to take pressure off. Like season one, you kind of you need to play a little bit more disciplined because players aren't hyper developed yet.
And
Yeah,
and you just made a good point, right? You don't have another player. I think this season should have been Pickens season.
yeah,
Season. I think this is when you know, give a lot more targets to Pickens to get another playmaker on your offense, and because DK doesn't need XP, he doesn't. I mean, he almost won an MVP, right? He's probably not going to take that. Michael Parsons, I think, is going to take that, unfortunately for all of us. But you know, he
good
don't need
comment.
extra XP for DK. Just let Pickens get some XP, get some yards, uh, and then then you can pick your poison. He
Yeah,
can. You can't guard both of them.
the transition should have been once DK got his X factor, feed
Hmm.
Pickens, even if it cost you games.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. I mean, and we,
Simple.
we we can't talk too bad. He did came 3 points short by from to a second seed in NFC. Very good Dan Cowboys team. So just a little disappointing.
Yeah.
All right.
MVP Michael Parsons, by the way, had to zero sacks.
Good shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jets would neutralize. They can do anything. Absolutely, offense, defense. So it is good shit. I mean, when Chargers offense is clicking, it's hard to stop. It
Yeah.
is.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that was. Can't say it enough how good that was yesterday. Had it on the
All
big
right.
screen. Loved every
Yeah.
minute.
All right. Falcons. Oh, Falcons. Come on. Breaking my heart all over again. Falcons and Commanders. You guys both had Commanders. All right. Tell me what you guys saw.
The worst
What was,
side of Dallin. I
Yeah, we watched this game together, Levon.
yep,
Yeah.
we did.
Man, like I was hoping something would have clicked for Dallin because it was a playoff game. But like we saw all the same bad habits we saw all season. Like his defense made some plays which we've been seeing all season, but man, he made some dumb plays with Lamar as a passer and a runner. And then his passing concepts are so predictable. So like what are we doing?
They are.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Brina. And I said this to Will a couple of times watching these games. I'm like, some of you guys are still playing Madden 22.
Yeah.
I
It's
was
like,
about to ask, like, is he another one that's playing Madden 22 still?
yeah,
I
you're
think so.
playing Madden 22. The PA, like these
Yeah,
corny PA
boots.
crossers that, and he's not the only culprit in this. Like, there's a couple of guys that keep doing these same things that worked in. You guys echoing?
No. I run PA crossers a lot.
Yeah, he was
Oh
pointing
yeah,
to
I'm saying
himself
like,
like I do
but
it.
same concepts and stuff like that. It's just like it's not same play style is not gonna work for everybody. And if it worked for you last season, or even if it barely worked for you last season, it's definitely not gonna work. And it takes a specific type of offense to operate in that scheme. You know, not every roster is uh, gonna be able to replicate that from Madden 22. So my PSA, just find something that your players are good at. Like
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson's just not that guy. He's not gonna come out and throw for 400 yards on PA crossers and post routes and out routes.
Yeah.
Like, and a perfect example, not to fucking jerk off Brina too much out here, but look at Malik Willis, right? Uh,
You
he
can't put him
probably
in those
averages like
passes.
180 yards passing, but he also puts up like north of 100 yards on rushing with not just one or two different design runs, but plenty of kind of like misdirections and kind of like you just never know what's coming from that backfield. So
Yeah, and like with any mobile quarterback, like you gotta highlight their mobility through structure. Like you need designed run plays to be a part of that offense. Like Lamar is not the passer he thinks he is. Like his throw power isn't elite, his accuracy stats aren't elite, and then tie in bad habits with Dallin's play style. He has a great running back in Aaron Jones. And who are his receivers? He's got some young
I mean,
receivers. Curtis
yeah,
Samuel.
seven interceptions. Come on, man.
Yeah, and like when you're not clicking as an offense, you kind of gotta. I don't want to say play it safe, but you can't be the reason you lose. And over this season, Dallin was the reason he lost.
All right,
So
well, let's stop shitting on Dallin and let's talk about the good
Yeah.
game Jason had.
but
Because
we love.
losing to Jason it's not like a shame. Like
Yeah.
this is a very good player. J.K. Dobbins is an absolute fucking beast. Came in, averaged 10.1 yards per carry with 3 touchdowns. It seemed like every time Dallin had good stop on first down or like a second down, there would be like a draw play. Jason would dial up and just fucking smoke everybody with J.K. Dobbins. Those are like those heartbreaking plays that
Yeah.
kind of like derail your whole defensive plan. But Jason, man, it's so sad to see him losing a round two because I really wanted to hype up Jason in this preview for NFC Championship. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see Daniel Jones and J.K. Dobbins grow in this offense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see
of
if he
course.
replaces Daniel Jones. Get a real quarterback with J.K. Dobbins.
I
I'm
think
not
he
a
might
Daniel
draft
Jones
him.
guy.
Yeah, he's too old. Still normal dev. I think he's
Yeah.
like 20, 27.
He's fast though. You never know.
Yeah.
He's pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean, the hard thing is if you're gonna switch off, like, you gotta get it right quick. You don't want to be one of these teams that's like figuring it out for the next 2 to 3 seasons or 1 to 2 seasons. If you're gonna switch, it has to be to that dude.
I agree with that. It's important to be decisive with quarterback and then just commit. It's crazy that Jason had 7 interceptions with 7 different players. Like he's got awesome defensive backs. He's got Tre'Davious White, Marlon Humphrey, and then good safeties too. Thought that was interesting.
And Trout going off in the chat.
I know, Trout, you're a legend for tuning in. Thanks, bro.
That's this fuck boy.
All right. Well, this brings us to what I think was the best first round game. This game was so electric. It was heartbreak, excitement, big plays, big defensive stops. Everything was lead changes. Like you thought one player had it locked up 1 second, and then totally flipped the other player. Totally flips the script like a couple of seconds later. This game was awesome. I loved watching this game. We all picked Edge, I think. No. Brina, you picked the cards. So
I did.
what did you see, man?
Exactly what I've been saying about Derek. He's capable of being one of the hottest teams in the league, and I don't mean it within like games at a time. I mean it within like series at a time. Even just look at the scoreboard. He gets shut out the first quarter, and then just quarter for quarter goes 10, 13, 13. He just got hot. He lost the turnover ratio 4-3, so it's not like he played a clean game. He threw for almost 500 yards, only ran for 62. So it's not like by no means did he have a smart game. He just kept chucking them, kept throwing his plays, and eventually Edge couldn't figure him out. And he fucking went for 500.
Will?
Crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those games where I watched the entire thing and I can't really remember anything about it. Probably just because I have a horrible
What?
memory.
I just think it was the most exciting one.
I know. I remember watching it, but now I'm just like trying to think of plays and moments, and nothing's really coming back to me. The only thing I remember is Trey Lance missing on like one bomb down the right sideline. But other
You
than
don't
that, I can't
remember?
remember
You
anything.
don't remember the Trey Lance driving to seal the game away and then fumbles it. The Lions come back and take the lead, and we all think
Yes.
Derek blew it. And then
Yes,
Derek comes
okay.
back and scores a touchdown right back. Yeah, that was the one. Like I was hyped when I was watching that. I was watching it in the car as I was driving. It was pretty crazy. One thing that stands out is 6 third down conversions. Cardinals had versus Lions only 1. Seemed like Lions, Lions were like maybe 1 good stop away on a third down to capping this game off and taking
And would you
away
say
with the win. But
would you say they felt like the more in control team?
yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, especially with that fumble, I was like, oh yeah, Lions have all this momentum right now. They've played a clean game so far, got the break they needed to kind of like lock this game up and get out of here with a win. But Cardinals are scrappy, man. You got to give it to them. They are scrappy.
Yeah. He's got some really fun weapons, and I mean, he just sends them.
I'm ready to get this fucking game going, Brian.
Well, let's do it, dude.
I know. Trout's getting me excited. Who's got the biggest ego contest between the Pats and the Chargers? I wish you guys could commentate, but
You guys want to hear our voice?
yeah, we're gonna be going back and forth, but also the commentating shit is not. It's not working right now, unfortunately. So we got to figure that out.
Difficult.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
tough.
that's on us. We every year we wait till the playoffs, or every simulated season we wait till the playoffs to figure out how to commentate and how to fucking whole studio work. So we got to be better about that. But good thing is we will not need commentating team for you two beasts. You guys not need to be make sure you guys fucking audio shit so we can hear both of you guys. I'm actually pumped to see this game, and I believe you guys are hopping out right after we wrap this up, right?
Yeah. As soon as we're over. Yeah. Can I stream, Brian? Are you good with Jock Chat streaming?
That's fine.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
My audio typically doesn't work when I stream, so that actually helps a lot.
Well, guess what, man? I'm not gonna hold the rest of you guys off. Well, we all
Let's
want to see this fucking
right.
show go down.
I gotta take my vitamin, boys. I'll be right back.
Take your vitamin.
Dan, drink a coffee. I know it's like 2 a.m.
Congrats on the win, Dan. I know I said some harsh things, but I was kind of hoping you lost.
Oh yeah, Dan. Sick. Congrats, bro. Congrats on the win. That was a gritty, tough win. Way to fucking stay cool-headed, man.
Yeah.
And
All right.
just
Well,
overall, congrats on the playoffs, man. It's legit been a great playoff so far.
yes, it's been a great playoff. All right, let's wrap this up. You guys get ready to start the game. Uh, whew, can't wait to watch this. All right, boys.